And welcome back to yet
Fuck
another
off.
episode of We Could Be Drinking. How's everyone doing? Slash, what are we all drinking?
I'm alive.
What do you?
I'm alive.
Good to see you've gotten around to taking Erin's birthday decorations down.
She's coming down later this week. Like, we're gonna keep celebrating.
For the record, this is going to come out on the 28th, I think.
We're doing the Thanksgiving episode the week after Thanksgiving.
We're recording this the day after we recorded the Erin's birthday episode.
Did we put this video, like, the Monday before Thanksgiving, and then Aaron's birthday episode the week after?
No.
Okay.
We did that one with the Halloween one. We recorded the Halloween one, then we recorded the one that went out after that, or before.
We could do whatever you want. You
That's
have
true.
the power.
I do have the power.
Yeah.
I already have Erin's birthday
decision.
one set up. I already have Erin's birthday one set up to go out on this coming Monday. So
Or this one comes out next Wednesday. So
Like-
it's before Thanksgiving.
Well, then
we'd have two.
We
Oh,
just
so
we
you're
just go,
saying-
we just go a week without recording. We're having an episode to come out.
so we're gonna post 2 videos in 1 week, and then post a week without a video.
We're going a week without a video.
Or we could just do this one next Wednesday, and I could just switch Erin's one to go out the week after that.
Like I said.
Yeah, but I didn't listen to you.
That's fair.
Okay.
Anyways,
What are you
welcome
drinking,
back.
home?
I'm
Oh, this is already good.
take a guess at what I'm drinking.
You're drinking wine.
Jake, what's your guess?
Soju.
I'm drinking water.
Wow,
If there wasn't
lame.
alcohol in this or my computer in front of me, I would have spit out my drink.
Yeah.
However,
You know how to do that?
I love water more than anything in this world.
That's fair.
I don't feel good, so I'm drinking water.
I mean, same.
So you're
But
drinking water too?
no,
Yeah, what are
I'm
you-
drinking. It is iced tea mix, truly tropical vodka and a little bit of rum mixed together and has ice cubes in it. It's strong. Basically, I've felt left out because 2 weeks ago Jake and Aaron got trashed on here, and I was sober. Last night you were
I was trash.
trashed. Colby was trashed for the Halloween one. I haven't been trashed for any of these, so
Okay,
I feel
but
like
you're
I've been trashed for all of them.
yeah, I know you
I
have.
feel like I'm the only one that's actually contributing to actually consuming alcohol during our.
I drink
I
wine
drink.
every single week. Yesterday was just a tall glass of alcohol. There was no mixer. But I like to clarify to our viewers, my version of Smash and Jake's version of Smashed are very different than Ginger's version of Smashed.
This is also true
If
because
I slur
haven't-
my words, I get very slurry very quick. You have not seen a sober Jake on this show, so
yeah,
you have nothing to compare to.
and when I get trashed, I just get very, very, very loud.
You also flirt with people you shouldn't.
This is also true, but we're not going to go into that.
No,
Now
but
we can go into that another episode, but I think Colby has to be here for that one because
yeah.
that's a funny story.
All right, guys. Now that we've determined this is for our Thanksgiving episode, what are we doing today?
We're ranking Thanksgiving foods, which is very funny because it was my idea to do this, and it was Aaron's idea to do a tier list, and Aaron's not here.
Aaron is probably still at work
Or she's
because
dead.
it's Thursday. Yeah, she's not dead. She sent me that picture of a hat that said "Daddy" on it, and everyone goes, "Why doesn't the hoe have this yet?"
That's
And
true.
yeah, Aaron, why
yeah.
the fuck don't I have that hat yet?
I love how this is now the 14th episode of this show, and you've already outed yourself as the kinkiest person on the face of the planet.
I did that the very first episode, and then we had a whole conversation about kinks.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Like most people would wait till a decent amount of time into the show before really showing their true selves. Where you immediately
we did-
announce that you like hentai
So
an
we
hour
did-
in.
So if you actually listened to me during that kink conversation, I expressed that I'm open with, sexuality and intimacy as a whole because sometimes people aren't, and you get a very unhealthy introduction into sexuality and intimacy. But you don't pay attention to me, so you didn't get that message.
In my defense, that episode was a while ago.
You
Anyways.
don't pay attention to me.
No, you're not wrong. I'm just saying.
Anyways, I expressed that I want to show my tier list, specifically just the top 4. Jake was the one who created this tier list. Do you want to go over the different topics or the different levels, Jake?
Oh, so I found this tier list online. I did
Oh,
not
so
actually make
Jake-
it. However, I added tiers of my own and did not share with you guys because I'm extra.
Fair enough. Well, the 5 levels on my tier list are hard pass, maybe, okay, great, and elite, in parentheses, will get seconds. And I just want to show my will get seconds category.
God. We're gonna be screen sharing again, aren't we?
I'm gonna show you mine because
Okay.
it is my diet.
Oh my
Every single
God!
day
It's
of the week.
wine, mac and cheese, and
Mashed
That's it.
potatoes.
mashed. Oh my God!
It's a red wine, dinner rolls, gravy, and mashed potatoes.
Okay, we're gonna have some words for each other here.
Do you want to look at the rest of this? Another notable mark is I hard pass on turkey. I don't like turkey. I don't like most
Birds.
poultry. I don't like
you're-
birds.
and-
The only bird I consistently eat is chicken, and that's because I eat chicken nuggets
every day.
every single day.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, but yeah, so my top 4 is my everyday diet, and I just thought
Alright.
that was really funny when I realized that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the second you said you had some, I was like, okay, so red wine is in her elite, and that
Red
one-
wine was the very first one I put up there. I saw it as a
Shocking.
category, and I'm like, red wine.
Yeah.
Call me
All right, so
God.
I alphabetized the whole list of things, so I figured we can just go through and say where we ranked everything, and
Works for
then
me.
we can bully each other over it.
We were gonna bully each other no matter what.
This is true.
All right,
Also,
start backwards in the alphabet.
Start backwards.
Z to A.
yeah.
Well, the last thing starts with T, and it's
Fuck
just-
turkey.
turkey.
Fuck turkey. Go back.
I
Don't
have turkey.
fuck the turkey though.
Yeah,
Don't
please
tell me what to
don't.
do.
I have turkey in my. Where the hell is it? I have it in my okay category.
See, I have it in my elite category.
Really?
I
So-
love turkey, but
So-
only specifically the white meat.
Here's the
used to
thing.
be-
What?
I-
The white meat of all
Yes.
things.
Yes.
It tastes like sandpaper.
Yeah,
That's-
that's
yeah.
the thing.
And I stand by my decisions. I can't stand the idea of turkey legs. I don't like them at fairs. I don't like
Okay.
them at anywhere like amusement rides. I just don't like picking something off the actual bone.
Okay.
No, I am with you on that. I hate like
dealing with bones. Like,
I do
sort of
too.
animal
Like, I
products
will
with
not
bones I
eat
cannot deal
bone-in
with.
chicken wings just because I hate the idea of having like the bones in my mouth.
I'll put a bone in my mouth, no problem.
Okay, Ho, get out of
Different
here
kind
with
of
your
bone.
horniness.
It was set up so nice.
No, it was set up
Yes, I know.
perfectly.
But no, I
So-
can totally see that, Jake. I
Turkey,
understand.
turkey to me, like I love like deli sliced turkey, but Thanksgiving turkey, like just a full on bird, it just gets so dry.
So it
that's
depends
the
on
problem
it.
with
It truly depends on how you cook it, because I know while it's like the most absurd way to cook it is to throw it in like the deep fryer, and
That's
it's
the
a
best way to
huge
have
fire
it.
hazard. Although everyone that I've heard that does it that way has like a super juicy, moist turkey. Like
No, I
It-
have
it
heard
is
that's
not
the
dry,
best way to
it's
do
like-
it, but it is so unbelievably dangerous to do it that way.
yes, I mean obviously don't throw a frozen bird into this thing and expect it to cook perfectly because that will cause an explosion.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair warning to our viewers: please never put frozen meat of any kind into boiling oil. That is a huge, huge safety issue. Please don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not just turkey. Any frozen food, do not put into a hot fryer, please.
Just don't put anything frozen into a hot fryer. Have you seen
Don't
those
fry
videos where people
anything.
put
Just buy it. Just buy
No.
something.
No,
Buy deep fried food.
Well,
Okay,
diabetes
okay.
fries, okay.
Here we've gotten to the point where we stop listening to the hoe because she has no culinary skills at all.
I can cook. I just don't like
You
to.
can't cook.
I made beef stew. I will never make beef stew for you again.
Okay, hoe, don't take
Where's
this the
my
wrong
beef
way,
stew?
but beef stew is not that difficult to make.
Then you'll never get it again. It's fine.
Where's my
We
beef
both
stew?
know you'll make it again because
No.
you're like, I want to make you. I want to be motherly. I want to make people
I'll
something.
make it just for Colby. Just watch.
What about me?
I'll make it for you, Jakey. I'll make it. Don't you worry. And then-
Anyway.
I got nothing for you, Jake.
Anyway.
Anyways,
next.
moving up, we have sweet potato casserole, which I have on my maybe list. Only because we do not do sweet potato casserole at any of the Thanksgiving that I've done. Like with the marshmallows and stuff, I've never had that in my life.
So I put it as an okay because we do it in my family. It's just, it's so much sweetness before dessert, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I
I'm
always
eating
thought it was
candy.
weird how people do like they'll do marshmallows and they'll do like
No,
cinnamon
it's
and
good.
stuff on
Don't
it.
get me wrong. It's delicious. It's
It is
just
delicious.
Oh no, I
doesn't-
imagine it is, but it's a weird thing to have actually for dinner instead of
and
dessert.
that's exactly it. It's not exactly a dinner or a side dish. I feel like it belongs closer to like the dessert end, almost like. So what I'll do if I decide to have sweet potato casserole is I'll have like my dinner, and then as I'm waiting for dessert to come out, I'm having a piece of sweet potato casserole, and then I get dessert.
It's like the pre-dessert.
Yeah, it's like the
Pre-gaming
appetizer for
dessert with
desserts. It's
Like,
like the
I-
appetizer for dessert.
Gotcha.
Only because I have the extra tiers, I do rank it as a great thing.
It is great.
It's like, yeah, you gotta take it in moderation because if you have too much of that sweet on your plate, it's going to throw off the entire taste, I think, of your Thanksgiving plate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have had it though, where people have made it a savory style, and that's not as enjoyable. I think the marshmallows, are just a little extra sweet to the plate. But mind you, I absolutely hate sweet potatoes on any other day.
Yeah, no, I've had like sweet potato fries before, and they're just so like,
They're
They don't-
bland. They
they're
don't
bland,
have anything.
and yeah, they don't
I
do
love
it for
sweet
me.
potato. I love
See,
it. Like,
I know you do, and my dad loves them, but I can't do it. It's just, it's not my
I
thing.
think people are misled by the fact that it's called a potato. It's like it has the same like texture as a potato, but overall, I don't think it's a potato. So it's misleading.
It's a yam.
It's a yam.
Yeah,
Um,
but they don't want to call them sweet yams because that doesn't have as much of a ring as sweet potato.
It's it's because potatoes are identifiable. Yams are yams. It's like a squash. No kid wants to eat squash. They want to eat potatoes all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Which then brings us into squash.
It actually brings us into stuffing, but you were close.
Well,
Anyways, let's talk about squash and then stuffing.
Fuck squash.
I have squash in
Yeah.
my maybe because
squash is a no. Why does this even exist? kind of
Yeah,
category to
I'm
me.
not a squash fan.
I don't mind. I don't mind the flavor of it. The texture of it is terrible.
Like, I,
you know-
I love
That's why.
growing it. I love growing a squash,
It's
but I
so
cannot.
satisfying to grow.
But
You know
like,
who's a big squash fan? Erin. Specifically acorn squash. Like she doesn't eat vegetables and then she'll eat acorn
Say,
squash.
Erin
And I'm
doesn't
like, what
eat
the
anything
heck
else.
is
she'll
wrong
also
with
eat
you?
an onion raw.
I mean,
like
I
an
will
apple,
too, but that's because we like enjoy pissing off Colby.
Yeah, I was
This
gonna
is
say that's
true.
not because you guys enjoy that. It's because you
No,
enjoy
I'm-
Colby's suffering.
We tolerate it because we enjoy Colby suffering more, but we do
Yeah.
enjoy onions, just not like apples. Squash is such a strange vegetable.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I will say my mom made spaghetti squash and tried to pass it off as just regular spaghetti.
Yeah,
And-
nice try.
That's really funny.
No. Zucchini, also a type of squash. Hard pass.
Yeah, no.
Will not touch it.
No.
I don't. So my mom will use zucchini and she'll make a like bread that's chocolate chips and zucchini
So
in it.
zucchini and
Zucchini-
chocolate chip bread, that's good.
It's
That is
very good. Yeah.
But that's the only way I will tolerate it.
Yeah, no, that's the
Everything
only way
else,
I'll eat it,
should
too.
not exist. It should be burned.
Exactly.
I don't like so zucchini bread. Even in bread form, one loses all of its nutrients, and
Oh,
two
yeah.
still tastes like zucchini.
It does not.
I don't like
There's
it.
more chocolate chip in it.
Exactly. It depends on the amount of chocolate chips you have in
See,
it.
we don't put chocolate chips in our zucchini bread. We
Well,
just make
there's your problem.
That's not my problem. I don't make it. You've already
That's
seen
because
it. I
you
don't
can't cook.
I can cook. I choose not
Okay,
to.
there's a difference between cooking and baking.
I bake. I do. I like making
You
brownies.
don't bake? Who won the cake bake-off, ho?
Neither of us. They both sucked. Yours just
No,
sucked.
mine was good.
Anyways.
Aaron and Colby both said mine was good, yours was bad.
Okay.
We went over this.
Anyways,
I feel like I need to be
regular-
the judge of this.
Yeah. Anyways, I regularly make cookies and brownies, so I can bake. I just hate cooking, but I love brownies, so like I sacrifice.
That's also fair. Anyways, let's move down to stuffing, which I have on my hard pass list.
Really?
Wait, what?
It's mushy bread with vegetables. It's awful.
It's chicken flavored bread.
That's
It's delicious.
mushy. It's so bad.
You need to mix it with gravy.
No, I don't
It's
like
literally
bread.
just a
Yeah,
carrier
hey,
for
I
gravy.
got bad news for you. I guess it's also on my hard pass list.
I literally cannot stand you.
I know.
Anyway,
Jake-
so we're ignoring Ginge for the rest of the conversation
Yep,
today.
yep,
Because
you
I
should.
have gravy and stuffing both on my. If it's not on my plate, I will stab someone.
Yeah, literally.
Kinda
Like,
category.
That's
it
a
is-
category you have?
Yes, I have typed it out. It's amazing.
Jake, do you agree that gravy is literally, or not gravy, that stuffing is a carrier for gravy? Like, you
Yes.
just, it's delicious on its own, but add gravy and that it's top tier.
Right.
It's amazing.
It
Stuffing
is.
and gravy are both disgusting.
You're disgusting.
I mean, so
Two things can be true.
I will say though, stuffing that was cooked inside of the turkey is far better than stuffing that was cooked on its own.
So
Sounds
I
even
just,
worse.
so you know how you get the ick eating meat off the bone? I
Mm-hmm.
get the ick making stuffing where internal organs were.
Yeah, no, I hate that idea. Like,
I'll still eat it. It's just
I
not
get-
what I want to eat.
eating stuff, like, if you bake something inside of, like, the turkey or something, or anything like that, it just grosses me out, because I know you're cooking it, but it's weird putting something inside of something else and then baking it like that, you know?
So you're not a fan of turduckens.
Yeah.
I've never had a turducken, and I don't
Neither
think
have
I've-
I. I don't
They're
think.
good.
When the hell have you had a turducken?
It was back in high school. I went to
Oh,
a friend's house for like Friendsgiving, and their family was making turducken. It was really fucking good.
What kind of friends did you have that their families were just making turduckens?
This was a bougie friend. This was a really bougie friend.
Oh, this makes sense now.
Yeah.
I like those for two.
Why
Jake
must
is
you be
muted.
the worst?
Um,
I need rich friends. The hell with you guys?
moving on. from
Ask any
stuffing.
viewers who are rich, be friends with me. If you are poor as fuck.
Don't, because he's kind of ugly.
Anyways, moving on from stuffing, skipping squash.
Scalloped
Where are we at?
potatoes. I have in my great list only because mine are elite, will get seconds. I have it in my great just because anytime I have scalloped potatoes, I get way too much of them because they're so good, and then I don't need seconds of them.
So I have a love-hate relationship with scalloped potatoes. I love them
They're so
so
good.
much.
They're so good.
So much. However, they're made with heavy cream.
Oh yeah, you're lactose intolerant.
I'm lactose intolerant, so
Here's
my
the
entire
thing,
stomach
though.
just riots afterwards.
you and I
Pay the
both
price afterwards.
You and I
it's
both
fine.
know that you will pay the price anytime there's like
A good amount of
potatoes and
cheese.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
me and cheese are besties. Like
Yeah.
any.
I wouldn't say you're besties. I would say it's more of a one-sided relationship.
So I
mean-
definitely should have had you come on to help me rank cheeses.
yeah,
okay?
you should have. I was real upset that you didn't tell me about the cheese episode.
In me and
I
Aaron's
love
defense,
cheese.
it wasn't a cheese episode. It was a rank your pastimes episode, and then Jake just gave
Just
us a middle
brought up-
finger
But then you
and
guys
wrote a
sat there and
cheese.
you guys sat there and shit on Brie. and
He's
accepted-
awful.
Says the guy who doesn't like gravy and stuffing. And Erin said she liked horseradish cheese. You guys are no, absolutely not. No more. You guys are not allowed to have cheese. You guys are
How
done.
am I at fault for that? Also said horseradish cheese was bad.
Yeah, but you also said Brie was bad. So like,
It is.
it's not.
It's cream cheese, but worse.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Anyways, scalloped potatoes are great.
They are. They
Love
are.
scalloped potatoes.
Okay, this is. I love how we came up with something we all can agree on, and we still ended up arguing.
Mind you, it's just mostly you and the hoe.
Yeah, it's a weird.
And mostly you, Ginge, because you're ugly.
Okay, here's the thing, though. The hoe and I have the type of relationship that one of us could just say a fact, like, the sky is blue, and we'd
You're
end up
fucking
arguing
wrong.
over it.
You're fucking wrong.
Exactly.
Alright, what's next?
Next is roasted vegetables.
That's so
Maybe.
vague.
I
It's
have
a
it in,
maybe.
I have
It
it in
depends on-
okay,
It's
because
like,
it depends on the vegetable.
It's like, okay, if there's so much other food at Thanksgiving, why are you going to specifically hunt out the roasted vegetables?
I would do it only if I
So-
was eating it with something else.
But
Like, I wouldn't just
no,
eat
I'm just
those
not going to waste the
specifically.
space on my plate. I'm just not going to waste the space on my plate.
however, Ho, when that one time, like, you made, when we had our Friendsgiving all together and you made those carrots,
Oh, well, I don't count
like,
those
Yeah,
as
those
roasted
were
vegetables.
good.
but,
I
like,
called-
that's what I put in that, that's what I think of when I put
Yeah,
in the
that's what I think of,
category,
like,
but I
roasted
still put it in
carrots.
maybe. Like, it's a
Okay.
small little 16th of my plate.
Yeah.
But, like,
That's why I have
it's
it in
there,
okay,
and it's just like, I think it's a transition between something
It's
else.
there.
Got it,
It's
okay.
not going to be the star of anything, but they're not bad. You know,
I didn't think about it like that. I was thinking,
Yeah.
like, roasted zucchini and broccoli. And
all the
ranch,
things you
and I
don't.
was
Okay,
like,
okay. First of
I
all,
was like,
fuck
what the
broccoli.
fuck? I love broccoli.
Get out of here.
It's so good for you.
So
It
bad.
really is.
You put a shit ton of butter on it and you're good to go.
Still so bad.
Or have it cold on your vegetable platter, and it's delicious.
Yeah, stick it in some ranch.
Oh God, I hate you both. Anyways, next up, we have red wine.
I have it ranked. So honestly, it'll depend on the wine. If it goes well with the meal, then yes, it's amazing. But if it's
You're such
wine
a
that's
classy.
going,
You're such
if
a
it's a
classy
wine
man,
that's going to
Jake.
ruin it, or doesn't really pair well with the Thanksgiving theme, it's not going to match.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I really love port wine. I know that's technically a subcategory of red wine, but like port wine, amazing.
Okay.
Will drink.
James,
Will
what are-
have a whole
what are your
bottle to
thoughts?
myself.
Oh, I put it in hard pass. I cannot
like
drink
wine?
wine. The only time I've ever had wine that I didn't hate was for Friendsgiving when you made sangria.
Fair enough, and that's not really wine.
Exactly, it's wine with a bunch of other crap in it, and like that's when I'll tolerate it. Other than
It's
that,
a fruity
I cannot
wine.
drink wine. Yeah, exactly.
So, no surprise, I put it in the will get seconds category, but I
Who
will
could have
also get-
seen that?
I will get
You're not
thirds.
just getting seconds of it.
I'm
She
getting
will have
thirds,
a
I'm getting
bottle.
fourth, I will drink a whole bottle. It's not just because
You
I
have.
like I have. It's not just because I like red wine, though. It's because I can't stand my family at family functions.
That's also fair.
So it's like it's a double-edged sword. Like I'm drinking it because I like it, but I
But
also like not dealing with my family.
You're also drinking it to
So-
disassociate.
So, if I could ask,
I'm
are you
drinking to
more
get
red?
drunk.
Are you a red wine or a white wine person?
Oh, she's red wine all the
I
way.
100% red wine. I wish I was a white wine drinker, but my mother-in-law successfully got me off the sweet, bubbly white college girl wine, and I'm now into like soccer mom red wine.
Speaking of the sweet, bubbly white college girl wine, I remember I have a video of you on Friendsgiving chugging an
chugging
entire
a
bottle of
bottle.
wine.
A brute bottle.
And Colby in the background going, "That's the size of my penis."
Penis. I love that video, and if you can find it and put it on, it would be a
I have
fantastic.
I'm not putting that on.
That's fair.
We're
But it was-
children in that video.
Oh shit, we are children.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
Yeah.
I like to
Underage
drink
drinking.
wine. I like wine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fair
next.
enough.
Next,
Next we have, this is going to be divisive. Pumpkin pie. I have
have it.
pumpkin pie in my elite one. I absolutely adore pumpkin pie.
Yeah. pumpkin
Oh, I
pie.
know it is in your hard pass category,
I
and
hate
now
pumpkin
we're
pie.
going to have words.
Listen.
Why?
I don't like it.
It's
I don't.
so good.
Okay, and so is gravy.
Oh god, this is never going to end.
Listen, we all have different taste buds. I don't like pumpkin pie. I think it tastes bad.
I think you taste never. I'm not going to finish that one.
Yeah, you're not gonna finish that one.
Nope, I will
Anyways,
Jake, what are your thoughts?
Pumpkin's just another squash mixed with some sugar, and then you put it on pie crust. No thanks.
But it's so good.
Okay, gross.
So are you.
So, I like pumpkin.
That's fine.
Everything.
Pumpkin spice, you're a basic bitch.
He
Yeah,
is.
But I will. Also,
We know this.
I will also take pumpkin and throw it into a soup.
Oh, you're one of
Pumpkin-
those
Pumpkin
guys.
soup, amazing.
Okay, so you're not just you drink pumpkin spice things. You're I will eat anything that has pumpkin in it.
Only for like the month of November, and that's it.
Well, yeah,
And then
end of like mid October to November.
exactly, yeah,
The Thanksgiving time of year,
right.
the pumpkin time of year.
Yeah, pumpkin pie is ranked high, but
pumpkin
it's not
pie's
like
good.
it's not the top levels. But it's just like I like it. I make it pretty well, pretty good. English stroke, yes.
Yeah, no. You're doing well.
And yeah, it's a good one. It's a good dessert.
All right.
Question: did we
Yes.
miss sparkling juice?
Did. Oh, I'm bad at everything. Yeah, so sparkling juice. So like
Hard
sparkling
pass.
cider,
Hard
sparkling
pass.
grape juice. I have it in maybe.
Hard
Sometimes
fake
we have it, sometimes we don't. If it's there, I'll have it. If not, I won't be like, "Oh man, we don't have the sparkling juice."
I just
Um,
think it's fake wine and too sugary.
I used to have
I
it.
will mix it with as like also to spread out a sangria. Like
Okay.
I will heavily alcoholize, a sangria mix, but I will also add a bottle of the sparkling juice to it to give it a little extra.
See, it's not.
Pizzazz.
I don't. We never really have it around Thanksgiving, but it's more of a thing we have on Christmas because my aunt brings it a lot. So, like, I don't. Again, I don't mind it, but it's not something that I'm ever gonna be like, oh man, I got that.
Pause. Please pause. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, goodbye.
I'll be right back.
Now that the hoe's done peeing, we are back with mashed potatoes.
It is my
Need-
favorite thing in
I
the
will
entire
require-
fucking world.
I will require it on my plate.
I love mashed potatoes.
So this is another one that I have as only great, not as getting seconds, only because I will load my plate up with these and then be so full of starch and carbs that I will not be able to fit anymore.
I just like if you don't like mashed potatoes, it's a red flag to me.
My sister, for the longest
No.
time, did not. And then she finally tried them, and now all she does is eat
It's
mashed
eat
potatoes.
I
Yeah.
fucking love mashed potatoes. It's something just. It's like they say America doesn't have culture. Like mashed potatoes is American culture.
Okay,
So-
here's the thing. Any potatoes, you take a potato, you put cheese and like salt and pepper and bacon or something with it.
Yeah.
Any form of that is amazing.
Yeah.
And mashed potatoes is not an exception to that.
No. I fucking love mashed potatoes.
They're
I also
so
just
good.
like mashed potatoes with pepper and butter, which sounds
Yeah.
really weird.
No. I'm with you, Matt. You take mashed potatoes, you put like salt and pepper on, you put a little butter on them.
No salt, because
Oh, I'll do salt.
you put super salty butter on there.
Okay, but here's the thing: if you don't have super salty butter, you do both.
Well, then you're just.
But then you just let like the butter melt on
Oh,
them.
that's so fucking good. I love mashed potatoes.
Yeah, Shaco.
So, quick break of this. Are we the kind of people that dress up and look really nice and fancy during Thanksgiving, or are we the people that will dress comfortable knowing about the food?
It
So-
depends.
So I was going to 3 different Thanksgivings.
I forgot your Thanksgivings are
Yeah.
chaos
You're
because you have
chaotic.
because you always do.
Hold
your
on. Let
parent-
me explain it. It's
I'm
my
just
Thanksgiving.
talking. God, ho! I
My
was
Thanksgiving.
talking about your own life. Come on.
Yeah. But my Thanksgivings were the bane of my existence, even though it was my favorite holiday because I would have to see my mom's family, my dad's family, and then my partner's family.
Mhm.
And my mom's family is probably my favorite to boot. Like, they are just. It's comfort food. Everyone's there in like sweatpants or a sweatshirt. Like, it's super laid back, super comfortable. Then my dad's family, it's actually my stepmom's family who comes over. And they're a little bit more, I don't want to say classy because my mom's family has class. It's just they're a bit more formal about it on my dad's side.
I don't want to say they're not classy, but they're not classy.
We're showing up in sweatshirts and like raggedy
Yeah.
jeans, but
So what you're saying is your Thanksgivings, you're rattling off 3 different outfits.
no, literally, I would bring my partner to my mom's Thanksgiving, and I'd be in a sweatshirt, and then I'd go to my dad's house and I'd change into a sweater, and then depending on what my pants were, I would then change for his families because they did like they had like the crystal out, they had the good wine out, the silver, the like sterling silver silverware. I'm like, oh, the good china. Like I was like felt underdressed wearing jeans.
Yeah.
So my Thanksgivings just progressively got more formal, and I just kept getting more drunk and kept eating more food. So it was like not good.
Yeah, that sounds about right for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom likes to break out like the nice fancy china during Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners. Although like me and my partner, we would alternate Thanksgivings. Like my family would go to her house and her family would come to my house. We'd like flip flop each year, which it's nice. But yeah, my mom would always like want to do it as like super fancy as possible, and like,
That sounds like your mother.
too much to dress up for. But like,
Yeah.
because with the amount of food that you're eating, you're like, jeez.
See, we always have Thanksgiving, at least until. So basically, what we would do would be me, my cousins, and my grandparents, and that was basically the thing. It'd be like me and my cousins, and then my grandparents would come for dessert because they would be on the other side of the state for my other cousins. Because for some reason we never did it together. It's just not a thing we ever did. But then
you don't like those cousins.
well, that's also true.
Better hope they're not
Family.
listening to this.
I hope they're not. They're not going to listen to this. But then my grandma died at the beginning of 2021, and that kind of threw a wrench in everything. So last year we did it we kind of got everyone together as a whole big thing because my grandpa wanted everyone together. But this year we are flying to the other side of the country because my sister moved out there in February. So that's where we're having Thanksgiving this year.
That's fun though.
So it's just going to be me, my parents, and my sister, which will be interesting.
I think it's going to be super interesting because the climate there is so different than the climate here.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Like, is it going to feel like Thanksgiving?
I don't think it will, especially we're not having Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving because our flight back here is on Thanksgiving. So we're having Thanksgiving dinner on Monday.
I mean, I had Thanksgiving last month with most of my mom's family down in Florida. So, like, I get having Thanksgiving, but not having it on Thanksgiving.
I forgot
Yeah,
you were in
This will
Florida.
definitely be my first year, I think, doing a Thanksgiving dinner, not going home to my parents.
I forgot you're not going home for it.
Like the two
Now,
of
are
us,
you-
we're staying here, and then one of her brothers is flying out
Oh,
where
nice.
he lives because it's
Okay.
cheaper to fly here rather than to
Fly
our
home.
home state.
All right. Well, at least you'll have someone there.
Yeah, it's just
Are you going to be doing like a turkey and stuff, or?
I think we are doing the classic Midwestern thing, and we are going to smoke a turkey.
Ooh.
So
All right. I can confirm that you guys are pretty good at making barbecue because when me and Colby were out there, we had barbecue. That was Saturday, right?
yeah,
Yeah, and that was pretty damn good.
it was
So,
delicious. Even a
yeah.
few days later for leftovers, it was.
That's
really
the
good.
one thing I was annoyed about because barbecue for leftovers can be so good if you mix it with our next thing, mac and cheese.
Oh, fucking love
Okay, I just want the record to state if one of the two of you does not have mac and cheese on Elite, will get seconds. I'm gonna be throwing fists.
So I'm gonna argue.
I want to see your
got the-
fist fly because I know it will not make it to me.
I put mac and cheese on grate just because of the whole lactose thing again. Like
That's
can do
that's
one
acceptable.
serving.
That's
I can do
acceptable.
one serving. And
Yeah.
I-
Mac and cheese is something I could eat for days.
So, I have a different question. Also, mac and cheese.
Yes.
What's your opinions on Kraft mac and cheese versus homemade
Kraft mac and cheese blows chunks.
I don't like pasta, so like it doesn't really.
That's
count.
also fair. I'm also like on pasta. Like I can do without pasta. I like some forms of pasta I like. I like if it has a lot of different flavors and stuff. But I had a roommate in college who literally for every dinner he would eat pasta with butter and Parmesan cheese on it.
Wow, it sounds like one of my old roommates.
And
Sounds like two of my old roommates.
and it just I don't understand how that does anything for anyone. Like Colby eats pasta all the time, but he'll throw a bunch of stuff in it, or he'll use like pre-made pasta packets, and they have like a bunch of flavor in them, and that I get. But just pasta with butter does nothing for me.
I mean, if you want to be Aaron, you can add ketchup to it and call it spaghetti.
Okay, here's the thing though, I'm not a heathen, unlike Aaron.
She's dating an Italian. The first time I told him that, he almost dumped her.
Oh, wouldn't have been the first time you cockblock Aaron from him.
Well, listen, that's going to be in the wedding speech. Don't ruin it. Anyways,
Mac and cheese, amazing.
Mac and cheese is amazing. If you say otherwise, you're wrong.
Yeah.
What's next?
Wrong.
All right, jellied cranberry sauce.
No.
No.
I have it in
Absolutely.
okay. I don't mind it.
It's a hard
however,
pass.
I can completely understand people who don't like it. I don't mind it. I actually really like the taste of cranberries. So I have it in okay because the texture is a little off-putting, but I totally understand people who don't like it.
Yeah.
So
The sound and the fact that it comes out like.
That's the one thing that always...
Like-
it took me so long to realize that the ridges that are in it are from
the
the can.
Yeah.
Like, my family would always cut it in where the ridges are. We'd slice it in that, so you'd have a little, like, disc of cranberry sauce. And it took me until I was, like, 14 or 15 to realize that that's just the ridges from the can that you're just cutting. And, like I said, I don't mind it, but I totally get you guys.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and just include cranberry sauce as a whole, not just jellied cranberry.
Well, that's another category.
I know, but I'm going to state that I don't like the taste of cranberries at Thanksgiving. It's kind of the way you guys look at sweet potato casserole. It's too sweet. It doesn't fit into the dinner.
I
That's
get
how
that.
I view cranberry on my plate.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love cranberries. I love cranberry juice. I do like
I
cranberry.
was gonna say, you
sauce,
drink you anything cranberry, you'll drink it right up.
but I just don't like it on my Thanksgiving plate.
No,
I don't
I get
think
that.
it fits.
Alright.
Yeah,
Understandable.
I like when I do take a bite of turkey, it needs to have a little bit of actual cranberry sauce on it, like the real cranberry sauce, not the jelly stuff.
See,
and
okay,
mixed
here's
with
a
the gravy.
here's a question because we kind of gone over everything that would be in it now. What are you guys' thoughts on like when people will do like a Thanksgiving sandwich where they'll have like the turkey
Oh,
and the
hell yeah.
cranberry?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
We call those hot turkeys in my family.
that's weird.
No, so you take bread, you dip it in gravy, you pile on everything from Thanksgiving leftovers, take another piece of gravy dipped bread, throw it on top, and eat it with a fork.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
See,
Especially like
my
using like a hard roll for it, like not just sandwich
Yeah.
bread.
mother
Yeah.
and my sister have the tradition of after Thanksgiving for dinner that night because they'll kind of be stuffed but they'll still be hungry. They'll take a dinner roll, which is close-ish on the list. They'll take a dinner roll, put mayo and pepper on it, and then they'll take some of the leftover turkey and eat and on that
Yeah, it's
and
like
make
a
a little
turkey sandwich.
sandwich. Yeah, and eat that, and they love it.
Yeah, it's the leftover Thanksgiving meal, like when everything
It's
is
hard.
cold,
Mhm.
is amazing.
Hard.
Yeah.
All
It just sucks though as it goes on later and later
Mm.
leftovers that you just slowly lose materials to make the sandwich.
Yeah,
And eventually
yeah.
it's just
It's
bread
like
and
day
turkey, and
4,
you're
you just have like half
bread and
a
turkey.
roll and like 3 green beans and like the ends of a turkey, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, this sucks.
Yep. And then you realize how much you hate turkey for the rest of the year.
Next
on
up,
from
we
jelly.
have ham,
No.
which
Yeah.
I have on great just because I love ham. Never in my life have I had ham on Thanksgiving.
So
Yeah,
my
Always
family
turkey.
is pretty much agrees with me. We're not big turkey people. Like there'll be turkey, but like not a lot of us eat turkey, so there's always a ham.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We always do ham on Easter.
We do ham on Easter too. We
Okay.
also
We
ham
do-
on
we-
Christmas.
We do ham
We
on
do ham all the time.
Easter and
So
Christmas.
we would do either turkey or ham on Christmas, but then again, after my grandma died, we started having. Last year we did Christmas at my parents' house as opposed to my grandparents' house because my grandparents' house had sold, and we just wanted to do a whole new thing to kind of start a new thing tradition so that we wouldn't be sad that my grandma wasn't there. So we did lasagna.
You know, listen, I don't really think it matters what's at Thanksgiving dinner as long as you guys are all together. Like, let's get
Exactly.
here for
Thanksgiving has never been about in my family at least, it's never been about the food. The food has been a constant because my family traditions are everything in my family. But that's why we do the food. So it's just the idea of getting together as a family, and that's what it should be for everyone.
That's what Thanksgiving's about. It's like
Exactly.
being together and being thankful you have one another, even if you can't fucking stand them, and they just
Yeah.
supply you with food as a guilt trip to get you there.
Well, and the thing is,
You're thankful for the free food.
we've talked about this, how I have a much different family than at least you do, and your family is kind of a train wreck sometimes.
Clusterfuck.
Yeah.
The word you're looking for is clusterfuck.
Okay, but at the same time, you can say you don't like being with them all you want, but at the same time, part of you exactly.
I can't stand them, but I love being with them.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's just how our family is.
Yeah. That's how everyone's family is.
I'm just very open about it, and they know I don't like them most of the time.
Well, you're not very good at letting people know you don't like them.
Yeah.
And now my wording of that was bad, but you get what I'm coming at.
Yeah. All right, moving on from ham.
Green bean casserole.
What
I
is-
have it in maybe because I'll have a little bit of it, and then who knows if I'll actually.
It truly depends on how it's prepared. If it's prepared nicely with truly crunchy fried onions on top of it and everything, I love it.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's just times where it's just too creamy or too green beany. There's not a good balance.
See, I
between the
love
cream
green
and
beans.
I do too, but if you're making the casserole, it needs to be a good balance between the creaminess in it and the green beans. If there's too much of one or the other, I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yes, Ho?
we don't eat green bean casserole in my family.
So I'm guessing you have it on Elite. We'll get seconds.
I have it at maybe, because if it
Fair
was in
enough.
front of me, maybe I'd try it, maybe I wouldn't. Who's to say?
That's what I have it as.
All right, moving on from green beans.
So we've kind of gone over this already.
Dinner rolls, fuck yeah.
Gravy.
It's gravy,
Wow.
you moron.
What?
Gee.
I'm sorry to everyone who's listening with headphones.
okay,
You
but
were
also-
so confident that it was
also-
dinner rolls.
That's exactly what I say at Thanksgiving dinner when I see the bread coming.
Dinner
I'm like,
rolls, yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner rolls, fuck yeah.
Anyways, gravy blows. I will not be thought differently. The
You know
only
what
time
else
I've
blows?
enjoyed gravy, the only time
You know what else blows?
you do.
You?
I was gonna say the wind, but okay.
Actually, you don't because you said your mouth is too small.
And because you have a long distance relationship.
That too.
Anyways,
I'm being attacked.
the only time I've ever enjoyed gravy is on poutine.
Okay, poutine is superior to all foods. If you don't like poutine, you're not a person. You have no
But
rights.
my cousin, so I have been to the Big E multiple times now, and the first time I went with my cousin who's my age, initially got poutine there, and I thought he was insane, and then I tried it, I was like, oh my god, this is good, and now we've made it a tradition that he gets poutine every single time we go to the Big E, and
It's good that you're making him pay for it. It's good that you're making
Oh
him
yeah,
pay
no,
for
he
it.
pays for it, and then I just mooch off of it.
It's good. That's the perfect way to eat food.
Exactly, especially at the Big E.
There's this restaurant in actually close to where Jake, your family is. It's a Tex-Mex restaurant that makes barbecue poutine.
Ooh.
It is so good.
Hey ho, completely
Yes,
unrelated, but what's it called?
I will send you the link. I'm not going to
Excellent.
podcast. We don't do free sponsors on this show. If you want to sponsor us, don't.
Or you could, because we're all poor.
But we're gonna have to start censoring shit then, and I can't do that.
Hey ho, I hate to break this to you, but there's so many podcasts that have sponsors that are way worse than ours.
Really?
Oh my
Yes.
god, please sponsor us. We need money. We're poor.
Yeah, I'm
poor.
okay, girl. We got conversations to have about sponsors.
I spent $100 on good shit again today.
Why?
Anyways, let's move on to dinner rolls because everyone knows
Dinner
they're
rolls,
elite.
fuck yeah.
Dinner rolls, yeah. Dinner rolls are elite. I will immediately get seconds of those. My sister will literally eat 6 dinner rolls a Thanksgiving dinner and have no regrets.
All right. Does it have to have butter on it? And
Yes.
what are people's opinions on butter? Because I require a whole butter to be myself. Just butter.
A singular butter.
I will
This
eat
is
butter
sweet.
plain.
Oh, you're a weirdo. But
I don't care.
right?
that our
Okay,
arteries are
dinner
going to clog
rolls.
up.
Dinner rolls are good by themselves. Dinner rolls with a nice, smooth, soft butter spread on them.
Slathering in butter.
Excellent.
Like the butter is like pouring out its pores of the bread.
I've always I had a theory that maybe dinner rolls are so epic because we're all starving at the beginning of a Thanksgiving dinner and they're the first things to come out, but no, they just fucking slap.
Just so good.
They're so
Also,
good.
for the record, I want everyone to know that this is the last food episode Jake will be on because he's the
Makes
worst.
ASMR all the time.
This is also the 3rd episode in a row I've threatened to kick Jake off the show.
Wait, guys, bananas! Bananas!
Bananas!
Bananas! Bananas!
Bananas and the hoe hates birds. Keep the
yeah,
streak
and I got a
alive.
wine guy. There we go. We hit all the topics.
All right, up next we have.
Well, we already mentioned that Ginger's ugly, so it's okay.
This is true. Up next we have creamed corn, which I have on hard pass because
Why does it exist?
it's corn but worse.
It's gross.
It's
do
gross.
You guys know my stance on corn?
Yes.
Corn.
It's my stance. It's my stance
It's
too.
what you
Yep.
named one of the. It's what you named like the one of the southern areas of states when you rearrange the states.
Yeah, exactly. But also, corn and I are not best friends at all. I live in a state that produces more corn than is a healthy amount. But anyway,
You can see like
Corn
4
is-
different cornfields from your bedroom.
exactly. And corn is one of those things that you cannot fully digest.
No. So anytime,
Let me finish, damn you. So, I mean, it's not a pleasant sight because I am someone that likes to go inspect on what I produce when I go to the bathroom, and I don't like seeing the yellow specks. I don't like seeing little yellow dots in my business. Corn is gross. It's a weird plant, and that kid that got overhyped this year for it's
corn.
Yeah. I had some choice words for him.
Yeah, corn shouldn't exist. I really don't
So-
like it. I don't like it getting in between my teeth. I don't like eating it with if you pour it out of a can, it's already decobbed. I don't like corn, and it's not even for the fact that it comes out the same way it went in. I don't like the flavor or the texture of corn.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But popcorn, though,
Popcorn's different.
that's different. And
Yeah.
popcorn is amazing.
Pop. So I'm
But
like
corn,
the exact
corn?
opposite
No.
of you guys. I like corn. I don't like popcorn
Well, we're
because
gonna-
popcorn I,
we-
find
we-
gets stuck in my teeth way easier than normal corn.
True. However, you're just
You don't like
wrong
gravy,
and
so
you're
you don't have
stupid,
rights.
So,
Yeah. No, hey ho, we're really gonna say I'm the one who doesn't have rights in this group. Welcome to the United States.
Moving on.
Moving
Corn-
on, we have cranberry sauce.
What about
Good-
cornbread?
Amazing.
Hey ho, guess what is in the alphabet before the letter R.
And didn't we already talk about cranberry sauce? We talked about
This
the
is
jelly.
normal cranberry sauce, not the jellied kind.
I still don't like it.
Cornbread
I
is
have it in okay.
C-O-R-N.
Yes.
Cornbread.
Yeah,
So it
it's
should be before cranberry.
no,
'cause
cornbread
we
is
went
next.
creamed corn. Then
Yeah, we
we
did
went
creamed corn, cranberry, and then corn.
And then
O comes in the
corn
alphabet.
and cornbread.
We're doing it backwards, remember? Someone requested we do it backwards. Which is what says, I couldn't get through that.
Cranberry sauce, the actual cranberry sauce, not from a can, is amazing.
Excellent.
I
ho,
like
how's
it. Just smells.
things?
It just smells delicious as it's cooking on the stovetop. It's cranberries. I think just are amazing, but that cranberry jelly sauce,
fresh.
excuse of a can, yeah.
Again, I don't think it belongs on my plate. I do like it, just not on my plate for
No,
Thanksgiving.
that's definitely fair. All right, moving on now. We've already
Cornbread.
talked. We've talked. Yeah, cornbread. Cornbread's elite. I will not be proven
Yep.
wrong here. Cornbread's
Oh.
elite.
This year our stuffing is a cornbread base.
That's
So
Hey ho, what are your thoughts? Are we gonna have words?
It's sitting right next to creamed corn and corn.
Oh, you're a piece of shit.
I don't like. I don't know what it is. I just. I
What?
don't,
Corn?
like,
Okay, here's
like,
the thing.
I don't
Cornbread with
know why.
Thanksgiving.
It's just not good.
Cornbread with Thanksgiving. We don't have as much. Cornbread with barbecue.
I'd still just rather take like a dry biscuit versus cornbread.
Oh my god, Jake, back me up here. Cornbread and pulled pork together.
Cornbread.
cornbread, yeah, that's a staple of the Midwest. Like cornbread has to be with pretty much everything. Like if they don't see you eating a cornbread at all times, they think it's weird.
I'm gonna be run out of the middle of the country. I don't like cornbread.
Like yesterday was the company's Thanksgiving meal.
Next time
They
I visit
gave everyone a piece of cornbread and a regular biscuit, and people were throwing away their biscuits or saving the biscuits for later. They had the cornbread first.
So next time, either I come visit or me and Colby come visit. Depends on whether or not I bully him into coming. We went to your really good Mexican place when we came and visited. Next time, I require you bring us to a barbecue place.
Yeah.
Because I know you said you found multiple good ones around you.
There's one that work orders from all the time. That one that, remember I sent you guys like a Snapchat of, that we got free barbecue at work.
Yeah.
They make really good barbecue. There's a bunch of other places down more away near the state capitol.
Yeah.
We can go say hi to our favorite museum girl. Hi, boys!
Hi, boys! Alright, Colby's not here, but we have to tell this story now.
No. Tell it on another day.
Anyway,
I thought we already told the story, to be honest.
I don't know if we did.
Anyway, okay,
And
fine.
we'll figure it out.
From
Up
cornbread.
next, we have normal corn. We already kind of talked about
Love
corn.
corn.
I love corn on the cob. Throw some butter and salt on there, and it's delicious. You guys hate it. We don't have to go over it anymore. Third to last, we have Brussels sprouts, which
Depends on how it's prepared.
Yeah. There's some good Brussels sprouts, like with bacon and like a honey syrup. Holy cow, amazing. But like just regular Brussels sprouts, just like baked and served with no seasoning, disgusting.
I agree entirely with what the hoe just said.
And Ginge is picky again.
I also do not care
Says
of
you.
how much gas I am given from Brussels sprouts
Oh yeah,
alone.
no, the amount of fiber in Brussels sprouts is incredible.
is up there. All right,
I will
We're-
personally sleep on the couch that night after having Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
we're ending with two absolute powerhouses here. Second to last, we have biscuits.
I love biscuits.
I do
love-
too.
I love dipping them.
We
in
normally
gravy.
don't. So I'm just saying in general, we don't do biscuits on Thanksgiving. We normally only do dinner rolls. But biscuits in general, excellent.
So maybe
So-
it's because I'm Canadian. We do dinner rolls and biscuits because it's
I
one of
swear,
the-
you're like 900 different nationalities.
I'm two. I'm Canadian and I'm Irish.
I thought you were something else.
No.
She's a bitch.
Um,
Oh, she is a
I am
bitch.
a
You're
bitch. I'm
right.
100% bitch. You're
She's
right.
also a hoe.
But so I don't know if it's I'm Canadian and we like make our biscuits from scratch, but we do dinner rolls and biscuits, and the biscuits are denser, drier, and they're specifically made to dip into gravy.
My nickname in college.
Dip into gravy? No dip it into gravy.
Yeah, biscuits, like, especially the Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits.
Oh, those are so
The
good.
brands.
Yeah, they're super dry and everything, but always
You
amazing.
throw some butter on there.
Oh,
Good to go.
Is butter the best food there is? Because I think we've talked
Yes.
about butter so much.
I've been yelled at a few times while going out to dinner, like when I was growing up as a kid, because I would just eat the butter. Like my
No,
mom
that's-
has
I'm
distinctly
not
yelled at me a
surprised.
few
I can
times, and
totally
just like,
see you doing that.
"Why are you eating butter?" I'm like, "Cause it's good, Mom. I'm sorry."
It's so bad for you. It is so bad for
Oh,
you.
it's terrible for you, but
Yes.
it's so good.
So good.
Yeah. Also, the Red Lobster biscuits. I don't know if
My
anyone's ever
mother
had
makes those homemade, and they are legitimately one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah,
My
those
my
are-
mother's are better than Red Lobster.
I beg to differ because Red Lobster's amazing.
You've not had my mother's once.
I also have not, but
Yeah, one of these days
I don't know if I will ever have one of your mother's Red Lobster biscuits.
we'll see about that.
I might have to call my Red Lobster executives. I have their phone number on speed dial.
Of
As soon as
course
I
you
copy
do.
the recipe.
Yes, ho.
Colby makes a chicken pot pie where the top crust is the Red Lobster biscuit.
It's chicken and biscuits. It's not chicken pot pie. It's just chicken and biscuits.
But it's
Don't
so
tell Colby I said this,
fucking
but sometimes he's very sexy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was like my go-to
The
college.
second I said that, I was like waiting for him to just burst in through the door.
And just him without a shirt on, just as he normally is.
He's as far as when I closed my door, he had clothes on. He had to go to the he had to go to the store before, so he actually got back at the same time I did.
Yeah, he's not feeling well.
All right.
Last but most certainly not least, we have apple pie.
Fucking love that shit. Holy
It's
hell.
amazing.
Elite.
With vanilla
I can back
ice cream.
Colby up. Colby can back me up on this one. My mother, I come from a family of very good chefs. My mother is a fantastic cook. My mother's apple pie is unbeaten.
So,
It is the best.
as I said earlier, I went to Florida for Thanksgiving last month,
Mhm.
and one of my aunts actually went to culinary school and is a certified chef and works in a restaurant. She made an apple and pear pie, which sounds insane, but it was so
Oh
good.
no, that sounds amazing. What
She
my
said-
aunt, my aunt.
Hold on,
has-
I'm not done. She served it with caramel ice cream. It was so fucking good.
That sounds amazing.
I might have to make it myself. Like, I'm gonna break out my little apron and my oven mitts and like make an apple and pear pie.
It's like top tier list right
It's
there.
Yeah.
it's one of the best pies out there, easily.
Apple
It's-
pie is an American classic. Like,
It is, yeah.
It's an
No,
American
people will shit on America for McDonald's and fast food and apple pie and shit like that. But like, okay, apple pie. Apple pie is a pretty damn good thing to have as like your national
Apple pie
food.
after a good slice of, like a good piece of steak.
Okay, apple pie or apple crumb?
Apple pie.
Apple pie, but apple crumb's not far behind it.
I was gonna say it depends on what your sugar level of the crust that you want.
Uh-huh.
Like if you want a super crust, like sugary crust, apple crumb all the way. But like if
Yeah.
you want apple pie,
Yeah,
apple
no,
pie.
a nice apple pie is top tier.
So, yeah, it's amazing.
It is.
I have an honorable mention. For
Okay.
Is it
also,
It's
no.
butter.
I think I talked up my butter game enough for the episode. But my honorable mention is pecan pie.
See, I am not a huge pecan pie person.
We don't have it at Thanksgiving, but I do like pecan pie in general.
So
I have not had it enough to have a firm opinion, but the times I've had it, I haven't been impressed.
you need to come over to either to where I live or my mom's house when she makes.
I
pecan
will
pie.
show up to your mother's house on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, my mom has a recipe from like the 40s
Nice.
where they did not give a shit on nutrition.
No.
Oh,
at
so
all.
it would just be butter, sugar, and pecans, and that's it.
No, worse.
Liquor.
No, so her recipe
Speaking of liquor,
aside from your normal pecan pie ingredients, calls for 2 cups of high fructose corn syrup.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
oh, this thing has to be
That's-
sugar central.
plus a whole cup of chocolate chips. And that's primarily the filling of this pecan pie.
Oh my
good.
god.
Just
like-
straight diabetes.
It is straight diabetes, and it is delicious. My brother will eat a whole one of those in like a sitting, and maybe need to go into like a sugar coma for a week.
I can see that.
It's okay. It's still delicious, and I highly recommend you guys trying it.
Yeah, I
All
would
right.
go up at your mom's house and be like, "Hey, so I'm here for the."
Hey ho, what are your plans on Thanksgiving? Because I think we have a 4th destination for you.
No, I'm really-
I could
no,
let her
no,
know. I could let her know that you guys are interested and you guys want some pecan pie.
I won't have time. I'm getting my flight will land at like 4 o'clock on Thursday, and I do not want to drive all the way to your parents' house from the airport.
I pass your parents' house every time I go back and forth between my parents' house.
Yeah, and you don't say
It's just a
hello.
quick pit stop.
Yeah, don't take this the wrong way, but super rude that you don't see his parents. I've seen Jake's parents more
I don't see
recently. than
my,
you.
my partner's parents. I haven't seen my partner's parents since April. I don't see people.
You haven't seen Jake's parents since May.
I've seen them more recently.
Oh,
Really? Anyway,
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this
yeah,
was
that's it.
our Thanksgiving episode. To our listeners, happy Thanksgiving. We
Happy
hope you have a
Thanksgiving, everyone. This is
We-
coming out. Should I have this come out Thanksgiving morning? I feel like that would be a nice time for it.
People's
Or the
That's
week day
acceptable.
before.
Anyways, we hope
Either way.
we hope you have a healthy and happy and safe Thanksgiving. Or if you don't, suffer.
don't drink and
Don't-
drive.
Don't
drink
deep
and
fry
drive.
a turkey.
Don't drink and drive. Don't talk
Don't
about
deep fry a
politics.
frozen turkey. You can
Oh.
deep fry a turkey. You gotta be careful with it. Just don't deep fry a frozen turkey or don't deep fry anything frozen.
Yeah, this is true.
And make sure you eat lots of food. That's what
Yep.
Thanksgiving is all about.
Pace
Get
yourself.
fat.
We have been drinking, not me, but we've been drinking.
Mhm.
We've been drinking
you can
water.
Find us on Instagram, TikTok, and I believe Twitter now. So
Mhm.
like, follow, subscribe, and listen to our shenanigans every week.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay, goodbye.